Seattle, Washington, ready to bring you another great NFL matchup. We'll have temperatures below freezing for tonight's game as the Rams match up against the Seahawks. I'm Al Michaels with my partner John Madden here to bring you today's game.
There's nothing like talking about rookie defense. Whenever we see this team that mentions the word defense, this guy comes to mind. The way he flies all over the field, making tackles, breaking up passes, I'll tell you, he's a non-stop hustler. And if they're looking to stop the ground game, he's going to have to make some big plays out there.
The Seahawks will need their running game to be at its best. Otherwise, it could be in for a long day. Best way to neutralize the defense is by running right at them. So look for this back to get a lot of carries early on. They'll also use the run to set up a few long throws if they see that safety is creeping up to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you can tell that defense is fired up and ready to go. I don't think we should keep them waiting any longer.
Now let's go to midfield for the game's coin toss. Much anticipated game ready to begin as we're lined up for the kickoff. Here's the kickoff team. On the 2. It's up the pass. The Seahawks scoop it up. Teams always struggle to hold on to the ball in conditions like these.
Protecting the ball has to come before anything else, especially on days like this. Sure, you want to get as many yards as you can, but lose the ball because you didn't protect it and turn the game around very quickly.
Great play from that point. Probably wasn't the first rush. Very aggressive defensively. He has a secondary that features extremely quick defensive backs who play a version of the cover 2 defense. Under pressure, he's looking. Rolls out to his left.
What?
The one is scooped up. Defense position fumble. That one just slipped out of his grasp.
You got slow to the ground, the ball tends to be more slippery. If the ball carrier doesn't do a good job protecting the ball, you'll see fumbles like that happen.
And the extra point is good. Wilkins gets back and ready to put this one in the air. Short kick. From the 1-yard line. Loses the defense. The offense is just about ready to go as they take the field for their first possession.
Okay.
Here today, John, for the top running backs in the league against one of the dominant run-stopping teams.
You know, this is like some classic heavyweight fight. But we won't know who the winner is till the last round.
Just won't go down. The 40, the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Seahawks. He delivered that pass just on time for the touchdown.
The quarterback was through his position and found the receiver that he thought had the best chance to haul it in for the score.
Now gets up for the extra point. The kick is up. The extra point attempt is good. And so he scored a touchdown in just one play, and what a huge play.
Yeah, that's one of those highlight film type of deals. You gotta be careful, because these guys can make that kind of thing happen.
The return is from the 16. The Rams will start this drive from the 25.
This defense is good.
Play to the right. He's tackled behind the line and is brought down for a loss. Outstanding play.
I'll tell you, that was a heck of an effort to get in there and make that play and force him into a big loss like that.
It's the pass off. Picked off. The defender was all over that.
That was a great pick. He was reading the quarterback right well.
Following the interception, it's now first and 10. Strong. The man in motion. What a skill. Williams stops the play in the backfield. Alexander couldn't escape the pursuit and was cut down quickly.
These guys up front are very tough to block because they can use their size and strength to get excellent leverage on running plays. Sometimes they struggle a little with their consistency, but they always seem to be a big factor when the game's on the line.
Touchdown, Seattle. That guy just found some room and hit it right for the end zone.
He was able to make some moves to make the defenders miss the yards he needed.
They line up for the extra point. And it's up. And the extra point is good. The John short drive, covered the distance, found the end zone, 6 points.
Their job as their offense is not to worry about how long or how short of the field you have to go. Their job is to produce points. When they do, it fires up the defense to get out there and give them the ball back.
And he got all of that on that great pick from the 10-yard line.
It's still very early. This is one of those spots where you like to be able to stand and put the ball in the end zone.
First and 10. Ball on their own 23. Pressure coming. Gets the pass off. With the adjustment. Perfect pass. Great connection. And a move to change. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. At the 43-yard line.
You should stop it with this play.
Second ball to the go. Ball on 43. Only one man back. Drops back. He gets the handoff on the delay. Bring him down at the 43. Dropping back. Closing in with the throw. And he hits his target.
Watch it here. This is a great call on third down to keep this drive alive. They were in a tough spot here. This is a heck of a throw and catch to pick up that first down.
Flings it to the outside. He doesn't roll. Number 25 picked up good yardage after making the catch.
Picking up extra yardage after the catch is what separates your good ones from your great ones. The receiver wants to get as much as he can with each and every reception.
It's Redmond. Perfect throw. Warner has been perfect on this drive.
Yeah, what happens? You get into a rhythm. The way this guy's throwing, he's going to stay in that rhythm until the defense knocks him out of it.
Goes to the air on first down. Rosen, receiver in stride. He has such great field awareness. Always knows where the receiver is going.
I'm very impressed with his decision making. Very good at making his reads quickly, but getting the ball to his receivers in space so that they can pick up extra yards.
So we have first and 10 here. Ball on the 14-yard line.
I like that show name SpongeBob.
Nice play fake. This pass is incomplete.
Now, spot coach on this defense.
Seattle comes out in the dive.
Ugh.
Dropping back. Gets the pass over. He hits his receiver. Fumble. The Seahawks. Defense rises up.
What?
The ball carrier always has to keep the front of the ball. When his team is deep inside the enemy territory, the worst thing you can do is fumble down here.
Clearly a big momentum shift could be in the making as we take a look at a possible fumble.
And they really had no choice but to challenge because it's kind of forbidden for both teams. I don't know. It's a tough call.
Underneath will give them a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, what I like about this quarterback is how much he'll hit the receivers in the number. He puts a ball where either his guy will catch it or no one will.
Keeps it. Breaks the play up in the backfield. Second and goal. 2-minute warning coming up. He'll sneak it. Quarterback runs with it and
Yes.
behind them down there in the red zone. It has a knack of finding ways to get open when there's a lot of traffic.
So they're trying to tack on the extra point. The kick is up. This is the extra point. And the kickoff team comes out under the field. This was a short kick. From the 19. Just won't go down. Can't bring it up.
It's still pretty early. It's not an even game so far. We'll have to see who can take control on this problem.
So they have first and 10. Strong moves in motion. Yard 52 in the count.
I like the hurry up here. A change of pace, and it's a way to get the defense uncomfortable.
Pass it out. Sends a man in motion. There we go. Loses the defender. Missed it. Takes that one and heads upfield to pick up.
What?
You know what they did?
Oh.
They picked up a blitz. And when they
Oh.
picked up the ball, and they ran right through it.
I didn't know
Keep
that.
moving here. They're heading straight to the line. Maybe a yard on that kind of play. No more. I'm sure they'll be going to the air as long as they have the ball. We're just about down to 1 minute. Dropping back. He's looking. Under pressure. Gets rid of it. And he's complete. Right on the mark there to move the chains.
The thing is, the secondary looked a little on their heels on that one. They just couldn't convert on the ball in time, and now they get a whole new set of downs.
They'll probably run it here because they still have a couple of timeouts.
The offense can sure run, but go with the pass because they might get a favorable matchup.
The throw, and he hits the grade. The 30. The move sticks with that completion.
I'll tell you, he put that one right on the money. He got a good play with a pitching catch.
Looks like they'll go with the hurry here. The Seahawks pulling on by less than a field goal. Looking for a receiver. Rolling right. It's the pass off. He's inside the 10. He tried to get all he could after the reception.
This play was simply a case of the receiver outrunning the defender down the field.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. And this is the 7th play of this drive. They'll do a run once again. Touchdown, Seahawks. He just got it across the goal line.
The locomotive with a full head of steam.
Alexander was there earlier and revisits the end zone with that carry. Brown comes in for the extra point. And it's up. The point answer is good. John's teams are very evenly matched.
This makes for a better game, I think. The strategy of the game comes into play here more.
Good business. He got all of it. The Rams will start this drive from the 20.
This defense will stop them for sure.
First and 10. Ball on their own 20. Corner gets set. Baby motion. Throwing on first down. Passing.
Oh, let's go.
The defender's got it. Offensive. He's inside the 10. Touchdown. Seattle. He got way up there to make the pick.
I'll tell you, these interceptions are all about timing, and he timed that jump perfect.
They'll line up for the extra point. The kick is up, and the extra point is good. Now they're putting their offense to working on the extra point.
They have a lot of talent on the offensive side of the ball. Scoring runs like this aren't all that unusual for them.
Nice hit. Lovely distance. He got all of it. Last time the offense had the ball, they gave it away on an interception. Let's see what happens this time down the field.
They need a big play here if they're going to have any shot at scoring before the half.
To carry it. 5-yard pickup on that one by the tailback.
Give this one a shot.
It's 2nd and 5 to go. Ball on their own 25. Seattle will call a timeout here. That's their final timeout. 2 extra defensive backs. Defense is in the dime. Made in motion. Offenbach, 30. St. Louis calls a timeout. They have 2 timeouts left. 1st and 10. Ball on their own 36. Ready, move! Pace by you on 1st down. With the pass, incomplete pass.
Give this defense a shot.
The Rams lined up in a shotgun. Ford gets set, using motion. Lose it! Surveys the field, it's rid of it. This pass is incomplete. It's the end of the 2nd quarter with the score, Seattle 28, St. Louis 13. Let's get back to the action on the field. They line up, kick it off. We'll take a look at each team's stats in 2 quarters. Here's the kickoff team. John Swift. He got all of it. St. Louis has to get to work quickly, trailing by 2 touchdowns. 1st and 10. Ball on their own 20. Gives the ball off. Gain of 2.
Here's a good defense for this situation.
The Rams in motion. Ball. Couldn't get out of the backfield.
That was just a defensive line getting lower than the offensive line. When your defensive guys up front can control the line of scrimmage, it makes it very difficult to move the ball on offense.
Gets the pass off. This pass is incomplete. Snow and cold make it very difficult to move the ball through the air on days like today.
And then you have some guys who play their best football in these types of conditions. Both of these teams are going to have to make some adjustments out there if they're going to pass the ball effectively.
Unable to get anything going on this series, they'll have to punt it away here. Here's the punt. From the 39. He has room. The 10. 5. Touchdown. Seahawks. What a spectacular play on the kick return.
It sure was. He just found all the seam. Then when he broke it into the open, he outran the pursuer right into the end zone.
And gets set for the extra point. And it's on its way. The point after is good. So it wasn't the offense, but the special teams that made up this scoring drive.
Here's a situation for the offense to take the momentum right back. They need to come out and go right at the defense to let them know they're ready to get a score of their own.
Nice kick and returning. He got all of it. The Rams have their work cut out for them as they take over at the 20-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Backs are lined up in an eye. Great fake with the pass. Hooked off. It's intercepted. Into the open field. Touchdown. Seattle. Defenders.
He just stepped in front of that one. He saw his opportunity, and go, he took it.
So they're trying to take on the extra point. And it's up. The extra point attempt is good. 2:15 lines up. They'll return this one. He got all of it. Give the defense a lot of credit on that last possession as they were able to force the interception. Let's see what happens this time. They give it to the halfback. Picks up maybe 3 on that count. It's second down at 7 to go. Ball on their own 23. Seattle looking for pass with only 3 down linemen and 7 DBs on the field.
What?
Nice call in the air. That moved Jay.
The start coach will call this one.
They'll go from the I formation. Ball. Pressure coming. It's the pass over. The catch.
Watch this one again. He's trying to make the catch. The defender comes in there and just unloads on him. And he's still able to hold on to it for a heck of a play.
Closing in. Slings it to the outside. Can't complete that short pass, and it's second down. They line up in the I formation. Runs back. Pressure with the pass, and he hits his target, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Perfect spiral on that pass.
This is a guy who can make all the throws out there. He shows a nice touch in short time and thread it in there against tight coverage. He could put some air on it when he's trying something downfield.
Nickelback with this time. On the ground. He's been right at the line, not even close to it.
That was the case of the defense getting under the pads of the offensive line. Usually the team that gets the best leverage is going to control the line of scrimmage. And you want it in the middle, you have to have some push or movement up front. If you can't get that movement, it makes things very difficult for your running back.
6 to go. Ball on the 32-yard line. Using motion. Give it to the halfback. And he's brought down at the 31-yard line. So this will be a 48-yard attempt from the 38-yard line. The kick is up. That one doesn't have the distance. It comes up short. The Seahawks line up with 2 backs behind the quarterback. Get set. Pushes it out to the left. The running back gets about 3. They have a big lead, but they're still going without a hug. So we reach the end of the third quarter with the Seahawks ahead of the Rams 42-13. The teams are set for the fourth quarter of play. 2nd and 7 coming up here. Ball on their own 41. Stevens goes in motion. Cross by the 11. Into the open. The 50. The 40.
You're talking about taking your man out of the play. This is what you're talking about. You know, this is the kind of block that guys dream about. I mean, he just unloads on that guy.
Under pressure, he surveys the field, throws it off the ball. He makes the catch anyway. Breaks free, slips the tackle. Fly, touchdown, Seahawks. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa soon as the extent of the injury is known. Brown comes in to attempt the point after. And it's up. And the extra point is good. Good-looking drive, and they score the touchdown. The offensive unit should be very pleased with their performance on that.
And that was a nice job of keeping those chains moving and avoiding costly penalties. Now they've got to see if they can keep this momentum that they have established going for the remainder of this game.
Should be a return here from the 12th. The Rams need to respond quickly as they start this drive at the 23-yard line. Let's check in with Melissa.
Al, I caught up with the team doctor and he indicated that it is a fairly serious injury. They're planning to do a few more tests, but his return today looks healthy.
Thanks, Melissa. So, ball on their own 23. Drops back. Pressure coming. Rolling. No one there that time. Now it's third down after the incompletion. It's the pass on. Right on time. This defense. Almost at the 2-minute mark now. Drops back. Launches it deep to the left. This one falls incomplete. He got his hands on it, but the pass falls incomplete.
Sometimes you see the receivers drop the easiest passes. He must be thinking touchdown before making the catch.
Fifth play of this drive. Man in motion. Dropping back. Closing in. Rolling. He hits his receiver. No gain.
Heck, this is a good one to call.
And this is the sixth play of this drive. Pressure, frozen, and the catch is made. Well, John, he sure made some very timely receptions for his team.
You check that one right. You know, when a guy like this who always seems to be right there to bring it in, you know the quarterback will always be looking in his direction when he meets that big gap.
It's the pass off. Good throw. It's first and 10. Moving back. Rolling. And it's complete. The third. Edwards puts the ball away, and that's his fourth pass reception so far.
What they're doing here is keeping the defense from huddling up. It keeps the same defense on the field.
Under pressure. Gets rid of it. Perfect throw. And again, it's first and 10.
Hey, they're getting a good push up front, and the receivers are getting open. They're making the catch. That's what you have to do to get in the end zone.
The quarterback is calling them back to the line of scrimmage. The Rams line up in a 5-receiver set this time.
Talk about grody.
Up in the air on first down. Rosen. Pass ball's incomplete. That incomplete pass brings up second down.
This defense will stop them for sure.
Second and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line. Reggie Tom was clearly the standout tonight and wins our horse trailer player of the game. Roller. This one falls incomplete. He was wide open. Lost track of the ball just as it reached.
It's hard to figure out how a pass like that can go right through your hand. The quarterback made the right read, and he delivered a very catchable ball. He just didn't catch it.
Ball goes in motion. Pressure coming. Rosen. Near the sideline. And he goes out at the 20-yard line. The slim chances of turning this into a game will end if they can't convert here on 4th and long. Warner sends a man in motion. Slings it to the outside. Has room. He's inside the 10. Touchdown, Rams. He stepped up, made a terrific throw, and went for the touchdown.
That's just great communication between the quarterback and his receiver.
They'll get set for the extra point. And it's on its way, and he tacks on the extra point. The Rams need a few breaks if they even want to think about the comeback.
A few breaks and then some. It'll be a little late in the game to think about the comeback now.
Here's the onside kick. Seattle recovers the onside kick. Ball loose. The Rams are there to pick up the ball using the stiff arm. Cold and snowing conditions definitely played a part in that one.
The footballs get slick in this time of weather. Plus, the cold makes the ball harder and tougher to grip. So a lot of the time, you see teams having a tough time hanging on to it.
The coach is hoping to get it right here because that could be a big lift to the team.
What the official will be looking for here is to see if the knee is down. It's tough to say without replay. This one won't be easy.
Throwing on first down. Closing in. He surveys the field. Batted down. That incomplete pass brings up second down.
This is a good one to call.
So it's second and 10. Dropping back. Pressure. Rosen. Almost intercepted. John, that went right off the defender's fingertips.
That's the thing. That was a perfect opportunity to make a big play for his defense. He lets it go as an incomplete pass rather than an interception.
Under pressure with the throw. Incomplete pass. He's out of rhythm on this drive. Can't seem to get it going.
I tell you, they're giving a lot of different looks on this drive. And the quarterback's having a tough time adjusting on those last few passes.
Landetta will come into this game to punt. Here's the kick. From the 14. The 40. Across midfield. The 40. He had an outstanding return.
Sometimes as a coverage team, it's easier to over-pursue. And if you do that, you end up running right by the guy you're supposed to be tackling.
It's first and 10. Seattle will call a timeout here. They have none remaining. Second and long coming up here. Ball on the 29-yard line. Passing up. Sets up. And they'll wrap this one up, and the final score is Seattle 49, St. Louis 20. For EA Sports, this is Al Michaels and John Madden wishing you a very pleasant good evening.